G'day, I'm Ben. I'm kind of drunk. I just went to France on a business trip, and you know, France is calm, and we went on the business trip to find out what was up with France. What was the deal with France? And this is what happened.
What's up with France anyway? Like, what's going on?
Actually, no, I've never. Do you know what's up with France?
What's up with
I know
France?
what's up with France. You fucked it up. We'll find out. We'll find out. Business trip, B.
Alright, so we just made it out of Cherbourg. That back there, that's a motorway, which we have to cross. Now this is literally just like country, you know, farmland, stuff like that. Trees, forests. So we got out of the roads, out of the town, and we're just gonna walk until we find a place that's like suitable.
So since we'd arrived in France by about 6 p.m, at this point it would have been about 8, and we would have been walking for maybe 2 hours, just out of Cherbourg. So we get out of Cherbourg, we just need a place to stay, and then we're like, we'll deal with hitchhiking stuff tomorrow. So we set up camp. We just dinged it up a bush next to the church. Beautiful place, really nice views. Just explored the area for a while, and then the next day we started to decide what we'd do for hitchhiking, but originally we had no plan. And then that night we just looked through all the food stuff, we made some decisions on what we were going to eat, where we were going to set up camp, and it rained a lot, but we were all sorted. Alright, we've just
This is gonna be the most sexual
planned food. We're doing glizzy. We're going to do glizzies together.
Glizzy time.
Yeah, and we're going to divvy out the food equally amongst ourselves. Because Connor started complaining.
What?
I get some video.
Go on, take a bite.
This is my dinner.
Take a bite.
How is it?
Pretty good.
So we're walking up a hill that we came down earlier, as in yesterday, because we've woken up, we slept. Well, I slept well. I think the boys did as well, and we packed the tents and everything. Now we're on our way to Mackey's. Hopefully charge our phones. Mine's dead. And get something to eat.
We're currently on a motorway. We're on the road again. We're after McDonald's. We've just walked through like a passageway between motorways that's bricked off by bollards, and it's just like filled with human shit from the other travellers, or from fucking like gypsies and stuff. None of us has had to shit in bushes yet. Well, I don't know about Dan Glover. Yo, we just stopped at a Mackey's. Just want us to get here and be like, nice. Also, the waitress was bad as fuck. My name's Ben Sparrow. Still in France. What's just happened is, we've been chilling at McDonald's getting some food, and one of the boys, Ollie James, dropped some riz on this French girl, and he got a number. I think he probably said, Je me suis Zagare. That means I've lost my way, beautiful. So after we had food, charged our phones, we decided we were going to split up. It was going to be me and Dan and Ollie and Connor. And the plan was just make a sign, scull some beers, see if some strangers give us lifts. And did they deliver? Yes.
Splitting up into 2 groups. It's easier for 2 people to hitchhike than 4. Split up into some signs. Let's go. East, St. Lo, or Kane. Not much else to say really.
I'll be with Ollie, and then Ben will be with Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made the executive decision to be anywhere but here. So me and Dan are gonna sit on a curb somewhere else, and they're gonna go. And this is the final, maybe the final moment for the next day that we'll see these guys. So in a bit. In a bit.
It's good knowing you
luck.
guys.
London? No, just.
Yo. So what we're trying to figure out, what's the deal with French people? So far, French people are fucking cool as fuck. We got 3 lifts. We're halfway to Caen. That's about 100 kilometers from where we started in northern France. We're on the way to Paris. It'll take us 2 days, and about to have my French breakfast. Bonne chance, monsieur.
Bon app.
Let me get you up to date. So, as we got to Caen, or the French would say Caen, this was one of the highlights of the trip, because we'd had a day outside, and it'd been great just getting to know France, like being like properly in it. We were in it at this point, and as soon as we left that supermarket in the morning with the McDonald's, we were properly on the road. We'd separated, and we had to make it to each other, and that was the drive really. So Dan and I got about 7 lifts. The first guy, he was really nice. He was called Manu, and then there was some in between it. They were all really lovely. Some proper looking, the kind of people you would expect to pick up hitchhikers, right? And obviously as kind of amateurs at this point, it was great that we finally ended up in the same place. Julien, French guy, footballer, something like that. He dropped us off in the centre of Caen after we'd been, Dan and I, flirting with him using a little French phrase book, asking him if he had any condoms. Yeah, so it was great. He dropped us off in the centre. We called Connor and we're like, yo, where are you? And Connor just says, yeah, I'm in Caen. And we were asking, where are you? And they're like, yeah, we're just across the river. So it was perfect at that point. We ran together, we met up, and it was great. And it's just a really nice feeling, like making it to your mates at the end of a long day. So after that, we got all set up. We got to this hotel. We just booked for a night. We tried to go to some clubs. They didn't let us in because, you know, we're British and I have a mullet. And then in the morning we had some scran. We slept pretty well. You know, some proper French scran. There's some French scenic music in the background. It was lovely. And then I explored Caen, and then we decided, right, we're leaving. And this is where the adventure may have started for me and Dan. G'day. Je m'appelle Ben Sparrow. We just got picked up by the loveliest French guy. He spoke 4 languages. He spoke English, he spoke French, he spoke Spanish, he spoke German, so we could have some conversations with him. I'm currently with Dan Clivero, and we are on the Autobahn on the way to Paris. We still have about 200 miles left, but this is the only road to Paris from Normandy, or the big Autobahn from Normandy to Paris. So we have high hopes, and all I want to say is merci pour tout. France, merci pour tout. That means thank you for everything. At this point we're on the Autobahn, middle of nowhere. This guy Dimitri's just dropped us off. He's a brickie. He's so calm. And he was cruising, doing 90 on the freeway, rolling us both, strapping us both ciggies. And then he's smoking out the window, and we're smoking out the window. And it's quite a nice moment. We're like, we're here, we're in it. We're just 2 people in France that just hitchhiked about I think must have been from Caen to, or we were on the way to Rouen. But this is where our bad karma started, because we'd been telling Ollie and Connor that we were going straight to Paris. We're in the fucking middle of nowhere. We've just woken up. We slept under a tree, and it's probably one of the best sleeps I've had in my life. We got dropped off on the autobahn by Dimitri. He was nice. And then we found the service station, which is where we are now. And it had a roundabout, and on the roundabout there was a hut, and it was a full moon, and we were like, fuck that, we're not going in the hut, even though Dan kind of wanted to, and I kind of wanted to as well. But you know how it's too good to be true, it's calling our name. We just decided, no, we're not sleeping there. And as we were walking out of the service station, we saw a graveyard. Pretty sure that's where all the people who've died in the hut are buried. But yeah, middle of nowhere. Solid. It's nice. It was really weird finding a tree because the hut was calling our name, and then we decided not to sleep in it for the sake of not being cursed. And we found the most perfect tree. We got woken up by a fisherman in the morning saying, "Ça va, ça va?" And we were like, "Ça va?" We were okay. He was asking us if we were cold.
Food in France, what's up with that? You see here? This is how you survive. This is how you survive on the streets. Sadia? That's how we do it in France.
I'm having what you might call road rage. We're in the middle of fucking nowhere. Dan Clivero's over there. Climbing down a ladder. We haven't got picked up all day, and it's hot. And it's fucking, we've been seeing like so many police cars. We haven't had any water all day either. Yo, we're about to get arrested. We just walked the whole fucking autobahn, and the feds are just chilling like over there. We're going to Rouen. We've already like lost hope of getting there in this one day, right? And it was beginning to cause us some problems, so we're just like, fuck it, we'll go on the train, we'll go. Not because we were made by the police to get on the train, but because we wanted to ourselves. We just had a rough fucking minute. Je m'appelle. We're in the middle of Rouen, however you fucking call it, I don't care anymore. Fucking stupid French security guard with a whore mum. Tu m'as la pute. Fucking
baldy tomato.
Fucking red face. Fucking. Tomato, we got on 2 minutes. Tip for French trains, yeah. You get in, pay for your fucking ticket, because they fucking kill you. So at this point, we sort of realised that we'd been defeated. I think the lowest point in the whole trip was when that ticket attendant came up to us and told us we had a €100 fine, which I've just paid. And yeah, we were sat in this train in shock basically, after having the weirdest experience with this schizophrenic lady who took us to the Macca's drive-thru in Lisieux. And this red-faced ticket attendant comes up and he's shouting at us up in French, and I called his mum a whore, which I'm sure is part of the reason I got a fine. At least I know where my mistakes lie. And I didn't buy a ticket. But yeah, we're just sitting here and we're almost running out of money. So we're on this train, ticket attendant gives us tickets, you know. and then it's just rubbish. Like I had the feeling like my stomach just dropped, and I was like, oh, okay, so we're at this point, we just get off the train and we don't know where we're sleeping. We're in the middle of this massive French war town.
My favourite phrase now is where are you going with your wellies? Because some English couple just came up to us, and also I'm in wellies. This place is fucked, we're in ends.
And we just have the feeling that we're going to be homeless tonight, sleeping in some park bench again. So we put our money together, got a hotel room. It had 2 beds, which was kind of sad, man, you know. But sometimes you just want body warmth. Sure, Dan Clifford would have been there for that. And yeah, so we're in Rouen, just staring out the window at this hotel. It's beautiful, actually, like the spread of this like lovely little war town. And by that point, we'd all been communicating with Ollie and Connor, who were camping at the same spot they were, near to Le Havre. We just agreed, like, right, me and Rouen, we're going to Paris. And that is absolutely what we did. And unfortunately, don't have any more footage from Paris, but upon request, I can tell you what happened there. Not everything.
Charlie Naismith, we're going to do a toast to you right now. Je t'aime. Je t'aime.
Yo, my boy Ollie James, dying for Nyash right now. I text him, where you at? This motherfucker. I call him and he's like, no, let me talk to these girls. Like, hang up, bro. I want to talk to these girls. And then mate, I'm in a fucking wife beater as well. Shh, get a tea. I'm gonna find my own fucking American girls. I don't need them to take me home because I'm not gonna fucking make it.